Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital weekly predictions feature Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havins, exposing Lois Chirulos, Rena Sofer, Big Lie and Willow Tate. Caitlin McMullen, absolutely enraged by what she sees. We've also got predictions for Brooke Lynn Quartermaine, Amanda Seton, and Tracy Quartermaine, Jane Elliott, for Lulu and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grant, that ties back to Lois, also for Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, for Willow and Drew Kane Quartermaine, Cameron Matheson, and for Carly Corinthos Spencer, Laura Wright, and Sunny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. Our first General Hospital prediction: Brooke Lynn Quartermaine tells Tracy about her teen pregnancy and adoption. So, the spoilers that relate to this: on Thursday, Brooke Lynn opens up to Tracy. Then, on Friday, Lois is put on the spot. So, we all saw BLQ completely lose it last week when she heard about the adoption story Lulu was conveniently writing. BLQ raged at her. She said, "Go ahead and tell Dante Falconeri, Dominic Zamprogna. And you can face the consequences." BLQ has to know Lulu might really do it. And Dante and Lulu do have a talk this week in the spoilers. So, Brooke Lynn may tell Tracy. She may confide about the pregnancy and the adoption. She knows her granny's going to find out anyway. Brooke Lynn may also go ahead and tell everything. That Dante's the father and that Lois arranged the adoption. Lulu knows and is making her life hell. She might even ask for Tracy's help to get Lulu off her back. But Brooke Lynn may mention St. Ignatius, the Catholic agency that supposedly handled this adoption. Tracy may realize it's bogus. Our second GH prediction: Lulu uncovers a big adoption secret after an Alexis chat. So on Wednesday's General Hospital, we have got Alexis venting to Lulu. On Thursday, Laura Spencer, Jeannie Francis, is cautioning Lulu. And by Friday, Dante and Lulu are having an emotional talk. And then again on Friday, of course, Lois is put on the spot. So there may be a whole perfect storm of things happening with this adoption story. Lulu is not coincidentally writing an adoption story. She told Brooke Lynn that the news outlet that she's working for picked out the story. But that's not the whole truth. Lulu pitched 3 stories and told Dante they chose adoption 1. So Lulu pitched a story on adoption that was not simply an assignment. I do think that BLQ was correct, and Lulu is to some extent tormenting her. On Wednesday, Alexis and Lulu are talking. And she just chatted with Lucas Jones Ryan Carnes, who of course is Julian Jerome's William DeVry birth son. Lucas was adopted by Bobby Spencer, Jacqueline Zeman, and Tony Jones Brad Mall. And he opened up about being the child of adoption. So Lulu may be talking to Alexis to get the perspective of a mother whose child was put up for adoption. And of course, she gave up Sam McCall Kelly Monaco for adoption under pressure from her mean daddy, Mikos Cassadine. She may ask Alexis what agency handled the adoption. Lulu may mention St. Ignatius since BLQ just mentioned that to her. That may be enough for Alexis to realize that it either didn't exist, or it closed down 30 years ago. Lulu may run tell Brooke Lynn that St. Ignatius could not have had her baby. Maybe it didn't exist, maybe it closed way back. Maybe Lois and Gloria Chirulo, Ellen Travolta, made it up. Lulu may tell BLQ that she should go back to her mom because Lois is hiding something. So it may be BLQ who's actually put Lois in the hot seat. We'll see. Our third prediction: Christina Corinthos Davis willingly goes to Shady Brook Mental Hospital. So, on Monday, Christina and Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Baganos want answers, and by Friday, Max Scorpio, John J. York, learns about a crime. So it looks like the cat may be out of the bag this week unless Alexis can find a plausible lie to explain the commitment papers. She's not going to want to explain everything in front of Molly. But Christina wanted Molly there for support. On GH, Alexis is either going to have to bite the bullet, hope for the best, and tell the girls that she knows the truth. Better would be if Alexis can get Molly to leave, because then she could talk freely with Christina without worrying about Molly finding out everything until they plan a way to talk to her about it. So Alexis's unhinged daughter may actually agree to go to Shady Brook voluntarily now that she knows that Alexis knows. Plus, Ava Jerome, Maura West, has proof and her mom is being blackmailed. Christina is not going to be happy that Alexis is stealing from baby Ace Cassadine, Jay and Joey Clay to cover for her crime. And Christina already told Lucky Spencer, Jonathan Jackson, that she was thinking about confessing anyway. So she may voluntarily commit herself. Then, Diane Miller Carolyn Hennessy may go to Mac and reveal that Christina did this thing, but she was unhinged. She's getting the help she needs, that kind of stuff. So Alexis and Diane may try and get out in front of the charges if it goes this way. Obviously, Alexis wants to hide the truth from Molly, but it doesn't seem very likely that she could given everything that's happening on General Hospital. Our fourth prediction, Willow busts Drew with a hooker. Wouldn't that be great? That's obviously what her mom and Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, want. So spoilers for Tuesday have Drew making a scene, and this is while Willow is on her way back from Germany. He may be doing an anti-Laura statement publicly, but he's obviously going to make a rear of himself, which is pretty much common. On Wednesday, General Hospital spoilers say Willow has an unpleasant homecoming. Then, on Thursday, Drew pleads his case, and by Friday, Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, is debriefing with Carly. It's obvious that Willow was turned away at the clinic in Germany because Drew bribed their receptionist, which was a fun twist. Anything that happens to the congressman is pure karma at this point. If Portia and Nina get that hooker into his bed, well, I don't feel bad for him. I'm pretty confident that Drew can talk himself out of that corner. It's like Willow's brain is mush because she grew up in a cult because of Shiloh. I feel like Shiloh walked so Drew can run where Willow is concerned because she just seems to be very susceptible to men in positions of authority, older men. He may want to blame Nina, but it would be smarter for him to blame Carly because Willow would probably be more likely to believe it was Carly's work. If he knows the hooker works routinely at the Metro Court, which Ezra may tell him because that's somebody who's been dating Ezra or getting paid to be out with Ezra. Drew may draw the line from the hooker at Metro Court straight to Carly and may not realize it's Nina, and she is going to probably tell Carly the hooker plan. Of course, Nina has no idea that Carly betrayed her with the custody stunt. But Willow will believe Drew. And will Carly throw Nina under the bus? Our fifth and final GH prediction, Carly rescues Sonny. On Monday, spoilers say Sonny is in grave danger. That same day, Carly comes into his room at the clinic, and she is shocked. So on Friday, the assassin nurse came in with a syringe to kill Sonny post-surgery. He's at his most vulnerable and weak, but he woke up just as she was injecting him. Maybe Sonny knocked her down, maybe he is struggling with her. We'll see if she got any of whatever the toxin was injected into him. Carly comes in the room, and she's shocked by what she sees. Maybe Sonny's still grappling with the psycho killer nurse, and Carly pitches in. Either way, Carly coming into the situation may be what saves Sonny's life. She may find him in time to get help from the doctors. We'll see if Sonny needs resuscitated. Sidwell Carlo Rhoda is likely going to be blamed. I still don't think it's him. I think it's red herring. The penthouse and this assassination temp are the same culprit, but I just don't feel like it's Sidwell. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, agrees with me. He talked to Sidwell and believes him as well. The halls of General Hospital are always filled with secrets, but as May sweeps into Port Charles, the tension is electric. With so many lives entangled, it's only a matter of time before hidden truths explode, and this week, Lulu Falconeri makes a shocking move that changes everything for Lois Cerullo, while Willow Corinthos finds herself confronting a stunning revelation that could unravel her world. Lulu awakens with fire in her veins. After months in a coma, Lulu Falconeri's awakening has rocked her family, but no one is more affected than Dante, whose heart is torn between relief and guilt. As Lulu regains her strength, flashes of memory begin to return. The more she remembers, the more suspicious she becomes about the relationships forming in her absence. Maxie visits daily, filling Lulu in on the lives she missed. But it's a passing comment about Lois Cerullo and Olivia Quartermain's business partnership that sets off a red flag. Something doesn't sit right with Lulu, especially when she notices how often Lois's name pops up in conversations about Ned, Brooke Lynn, and oddly, Sonny. Lulu has always had a sharp instinct, and soon she's investigating Lois's sudden reappearance. A chance encounter at the Metro Court gives her the moment she needs. Lois steps away from her table, and Lulu spots a private folder poking from Lois's bag. Curiosity wins, and Lulu takes a peek, and what she finds sends chills down her spine. Lois Cerullo's secret agenda. Turns out, Lois hasn't just returned to help Brooke Lynn with her career, she's also running her own operation under Sonny Corinthos' nose. Working with a mysterious East Coast financier, Lois is secretly channeling information about ELQ's internal dealings and has been subtly influencing Brooke Lynn to make decisions that benefit her silent partner. But what shocks Lulu most is the name she sees attached to the documents, Valentine Cassadine. Though Valentine supposedly walked away from ELQ and his darker impulses, it appears he's been pulling strings behind the scenes, using Lois as a charismatic distraction. If the truth comes out, it could not only ruin Brooklyn's trust in her mother but also threaten the stability of ELQ, and draw Sonny into a battle he's unprepared for. Lulu realizes she has a choice: stay silent to protect Brooklyn's heart or expose the truth and stop Lois before it's too late. The confrontation. Unable to hold her tongue, Lulu storms into a Quartermaine family dinner, just as Lois is sharing an emotional toast about family, love, and loyalty. The moment is almost poetic as Lulu slams down the stolen documents on the table. "This is what loyalty looks like to you, Lois. Spying on your own daughter's legacy to feed Valentine's greed." Gasps echo through the room. Lois turns pale. Brooklyn looks between her mother and Lulu in stunned confusion. Valentine, who just walked in behind Lulu, hoping to speak to Brooklyn about Charlotte, freezes. Lois tries to explain, but it's too late. The damage is done. Brooklyn runs from the room in tears, betrayed. Ned erupts, demanding answers, while Olivia clutches her heart, visibly shaken. Valentine slips out quietly, knowing the battle is just beginning. Willow's shocking discovery. Meanwhile, across town, Willow Corinthos is trying to rebuild a sense of normalcy. Her recovery from cancer has been nothing short of miraculous, and with Michael by her side, she's focusing on her children and her job at GH. But a routine shift takes a wild turn when she encounters a new patient being admitted under protective custody. The man's face is battered, obscured by swelling and bandages. GH staff is tight-lipped, and even the guards refuse to reveal much, only that he was found unconscious in upstate New York and had no ID. But when Willow enters the room to check vitals, the patient murmurs her name. She freezes. The voice is faint but familiar. She leans closer. "Willow." Her heart skips. That voice, it can't be. The man slowly opens his eyes, and though swollen, they are unmistakable. It's Harmony Miller's former contact, the same man she once feared, but also someone from Willow's buried past, a biological connection she never fully understood. As the realization dawns, Willow stumbles back. Her entire identity, her trust in her adoptive mother, and everything she believed about her roots is now in question. The man whispers again, "They lied to you." The past comes crashing in. Willow rushes to Michael, demanding answers. She needs to know everything about the cult, about her biological family, about what really happened to her when she was a child. The mystery patient, whom the guards refer to only as Subject 9 Inches, has information that could blow open the truth about not just Willow's lineage but also her connection to key figures in Port Charles. Michael, concerned for Willow's mental and emotional health, wants to protect her, but Willow is done being shielded. She wants answers, and she's not afraid to confront Harmony's old associates to get them. The re-emergence of this figure sparks renewed interest from Jordan Ashford and the PCPD, who believe the man may be linked to a wider trafficking operation tied to Dawn of Day's remnants. Willow's past may become a public spectacle, and with Nina still lurking in the background, desperate to repair her relationship with her daughter, things are about to get messy. Port Charles reacts. Back at the Q mansion, Brooklyn retreats into herself, questioning everything. Chase stands by her, urging her not to give up on her music or her integrity. But Brooklyn isn't sure she can forgive her mother, not yet. Lois, meanwhile, faces a reckoning. Valentine cuts ties, admitting that their alliance was never about business, it was about revenge. And now, he's set his sights on Nicholas again, using ELQ's chaos as cover. Sonny, furious about being played, orders Lois to leave Port Charles, but Olivia begs him to reconsider. With Dante caught in the middle between his two parents and Lulu's fierce loyalty to the truth, battle lines are drawn. Final twist. As the week ends, Willow returns to the mystery man's hospital room, only to find it empty. Guards gone. Bed stripped. No sign of where he went. She stares at the bed, disoriented, heart pounding. On the pillow is a single note. "Trust no one. Your real mother is alive." Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.